Hi, everyone, and happy fall. I'm doing this taping a day before our first snowstorm, so fingers crossed it's here and gone quickly so we can enjoy the rest of fall. It's great to be with you again. My first comments are to just thank you all from the bottom of my heart for an awesome all Kemp staff retreat that we just completed the end of September. It was truly a great and rewarding day. I truly appreciate how much each of you gave up to be with us that day. I know that some of you could not attend because of prior or personal conflicts, and we certainly missed you, but we welcome your and everyone's work as we continue to grow in bringing together the work of the Kemp Center, and we envision where we want to grow together in the future. Just want to sort of highlight the hard work that everyone did, meeting with your fellow teammates, and really grateful for your work. We're now in the process, Amanda is now in the process of compiling all the great notes that everyone had. I think she said over like 350 sticky notes and suggestions as we take all of that information together as information that we will use moving forward, thinking about our future together. So thanks again for a great day. I'm glad it was sunny. I'm glad that you all got to enjoy a day in Golden. And I think I heard several people say the day went much more quickly than you thought it would be from an 8 to 5 retreat on a Friday. So thanks again. A couple other things you're going to see in the newsletter. Once again, thanks to Mary for putting together a great newsletter and really communicating all of the amazing work that's happening here at the center and keeping you all up to date on happenings. So the Safe Care annual meeting happened just before our retreat. Their annual grantee meeting in Vail brought 13 Safe Care agencies from across Colorado together to freshen up on their skills, share some learning experiences with each other. There were a total of 64 different attendees from parent support providers, supervisors, coaches, case managers, and directors. So great attendance. It was a big success. Really felt like it was an energizing experience for everyone in the Safe Care family. And so the Kemp Safe Care program now will look forward to using that feedback from their providers to continue to change and foster innovation and growth in their work. So another great experience highlighted in the newsletter. Another exciting thing that you'll read about in the newsletter is the fact that the foster parent fundamentals training with the child welfare training system is going to Belize. So congratulations to Michelle Mattis. Both Michelle and Paula Hagerud with the child welfare training system will be traveling to Belize to conduct training on foster kin and adoptive families with the Child Placement and Special Services Division of the Ministry of Human Development in Belize. Really, this is an exciting opportunity to showcase the expertise we have here at the center as part of the training system. That organization currently does not have any support for ongoing training for the foster community. And really a big kudos to Michelle, who is taking this training that she developed from her own experiences as a foster kin mom and working to address the fears and challenges that all foster parents face as they try to build a safe and inclusive home from children and youth that are placed in their care. So pretty exciting time to showcase not just the work of our team, but also the experiences that are brought to that work. So thanks to and congratulations to you, Michelle, and good luck, Michelle and Paula. We'll be looking forward to hearing how your trip is. Another great accomplishment by a teammate, so Dr. Lindbergh with the Child Protection Team with support from Terry Lewis and Des Runyon, published in the Journal of Pediatrics an article entitled, this is long, Feasibility and Accuracy of Fast MRI versus CT for Traumatic Brain Injury in Young Children. Essentially, this is a study that shows the use of a new imaging method called fast MRI, which is effective in identifying traumatic brain injuries in kids and can avoid exposure to ionizing radiation and anesthesia that is needed for other methods. The results of the study that, as I said, were published in Journal of Pediatrics really established this as an effective new low-risk way to test for brain injuries as the study was determined feasibility and accuracy and showed this is a very effective tool. So pretty exciting, I think, in terms of the clinical field of the work that we do and decreasing exposure of young children that need these studies to either anesthesia or radiation. So congrats to you, Dan, and to the rest of your team. Something else showcased in the newsletter this month is exciting welcome back to Fostering Healthy Futures program back here to the Kemp Center. As many of you may be aware, Fostering Healthy Futures is a 30-week evidence-based prevention program for pre-adolescent children ages 9 to 11 who have been recently placed in out-of-home care. This year, the FHS team is broadening their enrollment criteria. So they're going to continue to enroll kids in out-of-home care. They're also going to enroll children who have not been removed from their homes, which I think is very timely given some of the efforts of child welfare right now to keep kids in their homes. Eligible kids who will be included will be those kids who have experienced one or more adverse childhood experiences. We call those ACEs, as you know. They're going to be modifying the name shortly to encompass that, and it'll be called the ACing Family Futures, and really, again, be a little more inclusive of kids and families who are not experiencing out-of-home placement. So the components of the program, mentoring and skills groups, will remain the same, but broadening that reach. So pretty excited to have them back. A couple new members of our team that'll be joining them as they expand this program here at the center. Also, remember, we are back to Oktoberfest. So don't forget to sign up for this year's annual Oktoberfest. We're actually going to combine it this year with our Grand Rounds, which is rescheduled to October 21st to accommodate a couple of visitors we have. So we have a couple of pediatricians that work in critical care and child maltreatment in Slovakia. So we're pretty excited to have them coming here, spending time learning about the great work that's happening at the center, learning a little bit more about child maltreatment, diagnosis, treatment, interventions, and different systems of care as we have them down in Colorado Springs, as well as up here meeting with several of you. Thank you in advance for those of you who are willing to take the time to meet with them. Their visit here will be October 17th through the 23rd. And while they're here, they're going to give us an hour of their time to teach us a little bit about what's being done in Slovakia in this field as well. So sign up for the dish that you want to bring and share with everyone. Come together to share that great food and good company for the Grand Rounds on October 21st. And please welcome our visitors from Slovakia, Dr. Zofia Klimova, I'm going to mess these up, and Dr. Zuzana Siganakova. So hopefully that's close to how they say their names, but we're happy to have them joining us. So please come meet them. Please remember that next month is the annual Innovations in Family Engagement Conference that Kemp sponsors. It'll be held in San Diego this year. Once again, a big kudos to Lisa and Anita for all of your hard work in organizing this invaluable opportunity to enhance knowledge and skills of human service providers, researchers, and the many others that will come together to talk about innovative approaches in engagement and inclusion of children and families. Several folks from the center will be presenting. I'll be attending as well. There's a great group of presenters, including some keynotes that will be presenting there, and it's pretty exciting that we get to host such a great conference. So check out the newsletter for a link to the conference brochure, detailed information, and we at the leadership team are talking more and more about how we can get these kinds of learning experiences back to the center for those of you that have to stay here, hold down the fort, and keep the work going at the center while folks are away at conferences, either ones we host or ones we attend and present at. So stay tuned for that as well. Speaking of new learning opportunities, also in the newsletter, you will read about the new spring series that's being offered by the Kemp Interdisciplinary Research Institute. This series will be led by Carol Runyon and Megan Shanahan with the University of North Carolina. And it will be a graduate level course that's designed for practice-oriented students and as a continuing education offering for practicing professionals that have an interest in public health approach to prevention of child maltreatment. So it'll be held during the spring semester. It'll consist of 10 weekly lectures that'll be delivered via webinar, and it'll address major concepts, and folks that participate will get to hear from researchers who's developed community or clinically based child abuse preventative interventions and programs. So a pretty exciting opportunity for folks to engage in a learning opportunity via webinar, and particularly for folks that weren't able to participate in the Research Institute this summer. So if you're interested or know someone that's interested, please help us get the word out about that as well. Last but not least, in terms of things that I want to point your attention to in the newsletter, we are trying to include a piece of Kemp history. So we know that we have a very rich legacy here at the Kemp Center. And as we really move into a phase of developing what is our future, what is our vision together, what is our legacy together going forward, it's always kind of cool to look back at some of the things that have happened historically and are part of this center. Rich history. So an early look into our field is included in the newsletter this time. It's kind of cool historic footage from an early research study that Dr. Kemp did that was focused on parents that were having difficulty to attaching to their children after birth. So it's a video that Dr. Krugman provided for us and used in a talk recently that I saw, and it was really interesting to see Dr. Kemp and his research team visiting delivery rooms, and we're actually capturing initial reactions of mothers to their newly born infants and really talking about different reasons for different reactions and how we can learn from that parent-child interaction, and really has been something that has been growing and developing in the field since then. So check that out if you have a few moments and want to see some cool Kemp history. Please look at the rest of the newsletter. As I said, Mary, as always, does a great job of bringing together both what's happening here at the center, other industry updates and opportunities, some on the job house cleaning topics, and that lovely annual PRISM process. So please, as my final comment in this blog, is to please remember it's PRISM time. Please get your meetings with your mentors, your primary reviewers, and then get set up time to come meet with me, those of you that are going through PRISM. I'm really looking forward to the time to sit down and meet with all of you individually that are going through PRISM and using it as a way to sort of think about what we can do together in the next year and how I can support your professional growth. So that's it. Have a great fall. I'll see you next time. And hopefully next time the snow won't be flying. I think most of us like our sunshine here in Colorado. So enjoy it, and I'll see you soon.